Today I want to talk about something that I've noticed lately. How nobody likes poor gays. Nobody likes poor gays, guys. Like, I feel so bad for them because it's clear. There's a clear distinction between poor gays and wealthy gays. It does not matter if you're kind, if you're loyal, if you're funny. The gays want you to show up in a designer bag, in the right shoes, in some luxury aesthetic, or you're invisible in the gay community. And not just invisible, you literally low status. And I know people don't want to say it out loud. I'm here to clock it. I am here to clock it. Everybody knows the gays have their standards. In fact, not just gays, but in the whole LGBTQ community, there is a certain standard. It's loud and unspoken. Be fabulous or be forgotten. You have to be booked and busy. You have to be glowing on IG. You have to be traveling. You have to be posing at some rooftop party. Otherwise, you're not seen as valid. Who are you? You're just there, barely, if you're not doing any of these things. And these are just the basic, bare minimum requirements in order for you to be a gay. I feel like these days being gay is not even about your sexuality anymore, your orientation. It's more about the aesthetic that you put forth. And let's talk about how it's not just about being broke. It's about how being broke disqualifies you from desirability. Did I say that right? Yeah. English is my second language, so you're disqualified if you're not rich, or if you don't have the right look, the right aesthetics, the right scent. Oh my gosh, the right shoes. You're disqualified from being loved, from being wanted, from being part of the community. And it's very funny for me. Well, not funny, because this community, the very one that was built out of rebellion, survival, and difference, now shuns the ones who can't keep up with the image. The pressure to perform wealth, the coded language, mask for mask, well-groomed, high value, the level of classism. You still live with your mom? You don't have a car? You're not career driven? Guys, you're only a gay if you have money. For real. You're only hot and gay when you have money. In fact, you're only gay if you're hot and you have money. You're only gay when you've arrived. There's no halfway. There's no, you're still on the way, you're still healing, you're still building, still figuring things out. There's no room for that. There's no patience. There's no platform for that in the community. Nobody's going to celebrate you unless you're already successful. And it doesn't matter if you had to sell your soul to get there, as long as you get there. Nobody cares about the trade-offs. Most of them have sugar daddies, they're escorting, the quote-unquote content creation. That's not really content. Just for them to feel like they belong. Because that's the type of aesthetic that gets rewarded. If you're just a broke gay trying to get by, forget it, my guy. Forget it. You're not just broke, you're irrelevant. You are irrelevant. And also, besides that, I feel like in the community, there's also no space for the quiet gays, the introverts, the trans person who's working 2 jobs and can't yet afford the Fenty lip gloss, the femme gay with no filter, who's been bullied into silence because he can serve clean aesthetic. Like, where's room in the community for the people who aren't selling luxury? If you don't travel to Cape Town or London or LA, you're just a gay who lives in a small town, in a small apartment, and who gets by on a small budget. The community does not make room for that. And you know what ends up happening? They end up hiding because they don't feel like they belong. They're just scrolling through timelines full of soft lives and soft lies. I like that. Soft lives and soft lies. I feel like on their behalf that it makes them feel like they're not gay enough for the community. Like, I'm hurting on their behalf. It's the community that was meant to save the gays, but now it gatekeeps the gays. You know what I mean? The message that this sends out is that you can be queer, but if you're poor, you better be funny, talented, beautiful, and all 3. That combo. You can't be just one in order for you to make up for your poverty aesthetic. Otherwise, you're invisible. Nobody, and I mean nobody, celebrates gays who are just surviving. Anyway, this is just to say what I think. So also have your say in the comments. This is no advice, no solutions, just the truth.